do exactly what I'm going to be doing in one of our websites, one of our demo websites, this medical.uniformmarket.com that you see up here is one of our demo sites. So what I'm about to show
during the presentation, anyone has any questions, you can use the tools on the right-hand side of your screen, ask a question, and myself or Dave will either answer it directly via text, or we will share the question with everyone and proceed to answer.
Okay. So Rick, maybe you can type it. If there's any questions, you can go ahead and type answers, or I'll answer them also verbally.
Great.
So what we're going to show you is what some of the new features of our website tool, and that is your ability to change your entire home page. That's basically in this area. The only thing you can't change super easy right now is the left navigation and the top navigation. That still requires you to spend a little more energy learning our tool than what I'm about to show you, but you can change everything on your website 100%, by the way, and many of our clients over the years have complete control over their websites. So the way you access the back end of your website is everybody has a username and admin. You go to the medical.uniformmarket.com/admin. So at the end of your website, you would just put /admin. This screen pops up, the username and password. You all have username and passwords. You type them in, and you log in. Okay. So this is a very important area of our website. This is where we announce new features. This is where we announce webinars, obviously. This is where we announce new suppliers. Today, you'll probably notice that we're announcing that Elbico is now available to load into your web stores. This is an area that you go to review your orders that you receive. You'll receive an email notification. And then after you receive an email notification, you come to the admin area of your website. You log in like I just showed you. And here will be your orders. And you can click View to look at the orders. The other thing that we're doing now, for those of you that are on our automated update tool, and I think everyone on this seminar is, you will see when the last time we updated a product line in your website. If you believe that there is a supplier that has a more recent update than we're showing, please contact us and we'll let you know whether we received that pricing or product line update. And if we haven't, we will together reach out to that supplier to get that information sent to us so that we can do the work on your behalf. And for those of you that have drop ship enabled, we have a few vendors that's working with. We have that working with Barco, Landau, Sanmar, and Edwards today. And very shortly, we'll have it working with Dickey's Industrial and VF Imageware. So if you have that feature enabled, this is where you'll see those orders. And again, we're not going to really cover much detail over here. I'm just doing a quick overview. So this is where you can modify your website completely. It's through all these various tools up here. Most of these you don't even have to worry about. I'm only going to actually cover one area today exclusively, and that is the home page editor. The home page editor is the area that you can access to change the home page here. So I'm going to jump. By the way, when you do this, you should open up your websites exactly the way I'm showing you. You should have two websites on the same page. And I don't know if you know how to do that, but on all the websites you have this little plus sign. If you hit plus, it'll open up a second screen, second internet on your screen. And that's how I'm able to have, in this case, three right now. I have the GoToWebinar open, I have the home page, and then I have the admin. So you always want to have your home page, your primary site opened up, and then you want to have an admin area opened up. So now back in the admin, and I'm going to click Website Configuration. Now, many of you only see, when you go to your store, many of you will only see one store here. The reason we're showing 3 is because the way our software works, you can have many private stores, private uniform programs, and you manage them all out of the same administration screens. So we're only going to focus on the public store, so that's what most of you will see. I know there's a couple clients on here that have multiple stores, so you will be seeing some of all your stores here. I'm going to show you first the content editor. Super easy and important area for you to focus on. The reason we have created this is because we believe that you guys and gals need to merchandise your home store. Your website, excuse me. We have built the bones for you. You have perfectly working e-commerce sites. Now it's time for you to apply your merchandising expertise that you have in your physical stores now onto your website. So you can lay out the visual presentation of your website, the products you want to sell on your website, and the messaging that you want the shoppers who come to your website to read about your store. There is nothing that any website in the world has over you at this point in time. And I'm talking about the biggest websites in the industry, the LA Police Gears, the All Hearts. You have the same power that they have, but the good news is you don't need a staff of people doing that because you have UniformMarket working on the back end on your behalf, and now you have yourself or a staff member in your own company to merchandise your home site. Okay, so first thing I'm going to show you quickly is you can edit your About page. And our About page has 2 text boxes right now. And if I want to show you our About page, the About page is here, about your firm. Here's everything that's on here. And I can quickly adjust this About page. I can add more text. And what happens is when you click Add More Text, a box like this opens up. And this is called an HTML editor so that you do not have to know any computer programming at all. All you have to do is cut and paste into here or type something original in here. And I'll show you, I've been doing some invoicing this morning. I'm just going to grab one of these. I'm going to copy it in here. I am now going to decide what I want to do with it. I want to highlight it. I'm going to bold it. It's too small. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to change the font. I can do so much in here. This is as you all probably recognize, this looks like a Word editor on Microsoft Word or any of the other editors that you might use to write letters to your peers in the industry or whatever, however you manage yourself. I can center the text. I can left margin it. Once I'm done, I can add it. I'm going to close this module out. I'm going to go back to the home page. I'm going to reload. And there it is. You've now just updated your website. You can add graphics in here. You can add anything your imagination wants to this site. Okay? So I'm going to go back. I don't want that actually on this site because this is a site that actually prospects look at if they're making a decision to purchase from UniformMarket. I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. And it's now been removed. I'm going to hit reload, and it's gone. Okay. So that's how easy it is to modify your About page, and it's as simple to modify your About page as it is your home page, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. By the way, we just released this tool. So as we've been using it for the past 30 days in beta at Uniform Market and now in live sites, we see some navigation issues that we're working on to make it simpler to move about. But right now, the way that we're going to get back to where we were, we're going to go back to website configuration. I'm going to go to content editor. I'm now going to edit the home page. We're going to give you some back buttons that take you back to the content editor a little quicker. So now I'm actually looking at the medical.uniformmarket's homepage and all the elements of it. And this is what it looks like. It says up here, Eva Scrubs. Over here's all the suppliers that we have. Oops. And then here's all these other items on this homepage. And that's what we have here. Now, each one of these in this dotted line represents a component or an element on the home page. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 different boxes or components that are making up this website. And this is where you configure them. And so what you can do is you can actually move up and you can rearrange these boxes, which will rearrange the look and feel of your website. So I'm going to move up this text module that's currently on the bottom of the site. I'm going to move it up once. I'm going to move it up again. I'm going to move it up again. And it's now on the top of this website. I'm going to hit reload. You always have to hit reload to see the work you're doing. And now this could be anything that you wanted to say about your company, maybe about a special of the month, maybe about a store special that you're running, about a barbecue you're hosting, about a vendor day that you're having in your store. This is where you basically promote, how you start promoting your physical store and your online store. Now, of course, if you don't want any association with your physical store, because maybe this is where you price differently, then you wouldn't do that. But again, I'm just giving you ideas. You can decide how you want to think about how you merchandise your web store to your clients and to your prospects. By the way, I do want to segue out a little bit about websites. You have an excellent website. We have given you fantastic plumbing for the internet. You have a full-featured e-commerce store. The only way the world is going to find you, the only way your customers are going to find you and your prospects is if you start putting your web address on your business card. You start telling your clients, if they can't drive back to your store for a reason, to go to your website and to purchase from you. The other very, very important thing, and probably the most important thing I could share with you about this is, for those of you who are on our premium plan, we have already submitted your website to 5 search engines. For those of you who are not on our premium plan, you should seriously, in fact, I would insist that you spend the time to submit your websites to local search engines, to Yellow Pages, Localese, Yahoo Local, Google Loco, because that is the only way. If someone types in, I'm going to show you that because this is so important, they type in Scrubs in San Diego, who are they going to find? Well, in this case, they found Ace Uniform, Cintas, Unifursuit. So you should do this in the Google bar to find out if you're being found in the cities that you want to be found in. The first place you should win the internet battle is in your own